Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have some new stuff to show, but I'm not going to show that today. I'm still waiting for a few packages in the mail, so I'm just going to go over some stuff that I brought home from my brother's house yesterday. So I'll just dive right on in. A lot of this stuff is stuff I haven't seen yet that I want to keep until I watch, but we'll see. So the first title here is a film that I picked up in Pennsylvania when I went last. I know there's a Blu-ray of this now, but I wanted to watch it first if I decide to upgrade. And that is the 1989 film called Night Visitor, starring Elliot Gould, Alan Garfield, Shannon Tweed, Michael J. Pollard, Richard Roundtree, and Derek Riedel. This is has to do with like an occult and murders that happen, so it looked interesting. I wanted to check it out before I decided to get the Blu-ray, so I'll watch that eventually. Up next is a film from 1999 produced by Roger Corman. Don't really know too much about it, and that is The Haunting of Hell House. This is a different one. There's quite a few different ones out there, but this is the one that stars Michael York, Andrew Bowen, Claudia Christian, and Aidan O'Donnell. I don't really know any of those. Maybe Michael York. But this is about Michael York's character is being tormented by the ghost of his beautiful daughter. So he fights a supernatural battle against a haunted hell house. So yeah, it looks interesting. It looks kind of like a more of a time piece from what I'm seeing on the back, but I don't know. We'll see. Up next is something that I picked up from Family Video a while back. I believe, yeah, when they were going out of business. So I'm not sure if this is any good. Probably not, but I picked it up solely based on the cast, and that is the movie called Penance Lane, starring Tyler Mane, Scout Taylor Compton, John Schneider, Daniel Roebuck, Dallas Page, and Booker Huffman. So this looks like it's a TV movie because it's rated TV 14. So I'm not really gonna put much into it, but I think, I don't know, it might be good, it might not be good, but it looks interesting, and it's got a decent cast too. So there's that. This is a Dollar Tree title. I heard it's complete garbage because it's brain damage films, and most of the brain damage line I've seen I've not liked. So, but this is that House of Horrors, The Gates of Hell, but I'm sure it's terrible. It looks pretty bad too from what I see on the back here. So yeah, don't recognize anybody in the cast. I do not. Actually, I think I might know of the director, Dan Monroe. That sounds familiar, but this is another one of those haunted attraction films, so they're all hit or miss to me. Up next is an MVD visual release, and that is the film Get Gone, starring Lynn Shay. So she's probably the best part in the movie anyway, I'm sure. Looks like someone that's related to Nicolas Cage is in this film. Weston Cage Coppola. I'm not sure. That's weird though, because on top it says Weston Cage Coppola, and then on the bottom it says Weston Coppola Cage. So which one is it? I don't know. But I hear this one's okay, but a lot of the kills are off screen, so not really a big fan of that. This one I have seen. The Blu-ray I believe is like way out of print, but this movie goes by a bunch of different titles, but this is The Redeemer, Son of Satan. It's also known as, what's it called? Class Reunion Massacre. It's a decent slasher whodunit type movie from the late 70s, so figured I'd keep it in the collection until I find the Blu-ray, but it's not terrible, but it's not great either. This movie's great though. I need to upgrade this one, and this is Mommy Dearest. Yes, everyone knows no more wire hangers. And this was well, I thought it was, you know, I think John Waters had something to do with it, but he only did the commentary on this. But yeah, this is a fantastic movie. I definitely recommend that one. I don't have this particular Hitchcock on Blu-ray yet, but this is Shadow of a Doubt from 1942. I don't really recognize anyone in the cast on this one. Henry Travers, Teresa Wright, Joseph Cotton, MacDonald Carey, Patricia Colling, and Wallace Ford. I don't know. I got it because it was Hitchcock, and I do like a lot of Hitchcock films, so I figured I'd pick that, bring that home with me. And then I have this on a double feature disc with Audrey Rose, but I just upgraded to the Blu-ray of that, so I can get rid of that double feature disc now, because this is Dead of Winter, starring Mary Steenburgen and Roddy McDowall, from 1987. This is a thriller, kind of like in the tradition of Hitchcock. It says it's a bone-chilling tale of deception, blackmail, and murder, in which no one is who they seem to be, and any mistake could be your last. So, I heard it's a pretty decent film. I know there's a Blu-ray out there put out by Scream Factory, and now that's out of print that I need to find. Alright, I got two more little stacks here. This one I picked up a while back, and that is the complete series of Bat Fink. This is a Shout Factory release from 2007. There's 105-minute episodes on here, and I believe this is from like the late 60s. So there's that. This isn't one of those weird, like, I guess you call them jewel cases, like the old ones from the early 2000s, like 2001. That is a film called Demolition University, starring Corey Haim, Amy Dollins, Lorraine Newman, and Robert Forster. I've never seen this one, but I wanted to check it out because of obviously the cast and the director, Kevin S. Tenney. So definitely wanted to keep this in the collection for now. It's not a horror film though. It's like I guess it's a action thriller. I don't know, it looks like action to me with that explosion behind them. This one I have seen. It was pretty decent in my eyes. It's not the greatest anthology, but it was alright. And that is the film called Evil Little Things, starring Zach Galligan, Hannah Furman, and Courtney Lakin. I got it basically solely based on Zach Galligan, but his character is not in it very much. But it was a decent little horror anthology. So this is put up by Uncorked Entertainment. So if you guys want to check it out, there's a lot of like creepy dolls and stuff in here. So this one I have seen as well. I just rewatched it again last night, and that is Classroom 6. It's not the best found footage documentary style film, but it's not terrible either. So I give it like mid-range, like 3 out of maybe 2.5 out of 5, but it's not terrible. It was shot pretty well too, I thought. Basically, it's about this local reporter and her crew want to go to a school that's haunted by a horrific past. They spend the night locked in the building, and then they figure out what's going on with that, and they regret it. Basically, any type of found footage type movie these days. Up next is a film that I have not watched yet, but I picked this up a while back, and that is what year is this from? 2008 film called Black Wine. Another Hitchcockian-esque movie. Let's see here. Under the spell of the city lights, young lovers Trevor and Ashley have just become engaged, but their lovely moment turns into a dreadful nightmare which leads the couple down a dark and twisted path where the hunted become the hunters, friends become enemies, and you can't trust the one you love. That's pretty vague, huh? So it doesn't really tell me anything. But yeah, this looked interesting to me, but I figured I'd pick it up anyway. This is a Indican Pictures release. This one I have seen, and I thoroughly enjoyed it after I heard, I think Cool Duder was going in detail about this movie, because he likes movies that take place in malls. And this was a pretty good one, too. This is what is this? Japanese? I think it's a Japanese film, if I'm not mistaken. That is Bio-Zombie. Basically, these two guys work at a CD store. They enjoy scamming customers, playing video games, and chasing the beautiful women who hang out around the mall. On one evening, the two hit a pedestrian while on a joyride and end up with a dead body in their trunk. Fortunately for them, this is just the beginning of their trouble. The dead body was once an employee of a mysterious biochemical company and is now infected with a strange formula which transforms the hapless mall-goers into an army of blood-hungry zombies. It's a fun watch. I really enjoyed it. If I'm not mistaken, there is an English dub on here as well, and you don't have to. I'm sorry, it's not Japanese. It's Chinese. You can watch it in the English overdub, or you can watch it in Cantonese. So again, I really enjoyed this one. So definitely recommend Bio-Zombie if you can pick it up anywhere. This one I have not seen, and this is the 2019 release called The Hunter's Moon, starring Thomas Jane, Jay Moore, Sean Patrick Flannery, Katrina Bowden. Who else is in here that I would recognize? Will Carlson, Spencer Daniels, India Anenga, Amanda Wyss, and she's in here too, guys. Probably for not very long, though. It appears to be some sort of like werewolf movie, but I've heard otherwise, so I'll watch it eventually. It's only 82 minutes, so it's like a very short watch. This one I have seen, and I need to watch it again before I make the decision to upgrade it, and that is The Hills Run Red. I've seen this quite a few years back, but I need to go rewatch it again. This was put out in 2009 by Warner Brothers. I know it has a Scream Factory release now. This is about young Fright fans search for the secret location where there was a movie that was shot in the 80s, hoping to find the film. What they find is the mysterious slasher flick is more than a film, it's real. So yeah, I vaguely remember this film, so I'm gonna go back and watch it again. But William Sadler's in this film, so yeah, it was pretty interesting from what I remember of it. But Gotta go back and watch it again. I think this is a Dollar Tree title, if I'm not mistaken, but it looked interesting to me. And that is another home invasion film called Home Sweet Home. Evil has a new address. It's probably more of a thriller, revenge type movie from getting the vibe on the back, but we'll see. This came out earlier this year, I believe, or late last year. That is the movie called Inheritance with Lily Collins and Simon Pegg. Patrick Warburton also stars in this film. Basically, Lily Collins' character is a rising young New York City district attorney, and she's the successful daughter of a powerful family. When her father suddenly dies, he leaves her a set of keys to an unknown bomb shelter on their estate. She discovers a secret buried so deep that not even her mother knows about it, entrapped in a web of lies and manipulation, which she uncovers may rip apart the fabric of her family dynasty and threaten her life and all those around her. So if I'm not mistaken, she goes in there and she finds Simon Pegg's character hanging out in there. That's all I know. But anyway, looked interesting. This one here is probably bad. It looks bad. But that is the 2019 film called Garden Party Massacre. It's only 70 minutes long, so I'm sure it's not great. It doesn't really show much on here. It just says some people are the death of the party, and it shows like a hand that's like bleeding. And then on the back it just shows like some friends together, and that's it. So yeah, I don't know what to expect from this one. All the back says is a gathering of friends goes awry when an uninvited guest appears with a pickaxe and an attitude. So I don't know. Could be good, could suck. I'm thinking more of the latter. We got a Synapse release here of a film called Frat House Massacre. This is the director's cut. This is from the creators of Camp Slaughter. This is a true homage to the best of the late 70s grindhouse and early 80s slasher films. This one stars John Fleming, Rain Jamison, Nikki Rubin, and Chris Prangley. I don't really recognize any of those names. Well, John Fleming is from Will and Grace, but I never really watched that show, so I couldn't tell you what that person looks like. But yeah, it looks pretty cheap from what I see on the back here. But this is it's almost 2 hours long, and it's from 2008. So who knows? And if you guys don't want to hear Wild Eye releasing titles, then you can shut it off now, because I have 12 titles here. Some of them I have seen though. So let's dive right on in, shall we? Probably not. First up, we have Party Night. I do have this, a burned copy from like an Indiegogo that I did a while back. I kept this one too because my friend is in it, Destiny Orndorff. So, and I'm familiar with the director too, so I've seen a few of his films too. So, it's a very low budget film, but it has a good premise, decent story. So, the acting is all right as well. Up next is a film that I have not seen, but I've heard it looks pretty ridiculous, and I'm sure it is. And that is Jurassic Shark. Dinosaur from the Deep sink your teeth into terror. Yeah, I'm probably regretting grabbing this one. This is from 2012 and it's 75 minutes. And I don't recognize anybody in the film. I don't recognize the director. It looks pretty cheap. I'm sure the shark is probably really bad CGI. It looks like it from here. But yeah. Let me know if you've seen that one. This one I have seen, One Night in October. It was okay. I like my Halloween films. This one's more toward the bottom of what I like, so I'll just leave it at that. Other than that, I don't really remember too much about the whole storyline, but it's about strange happenings going on in a suburban town during Halloween, so I'll give you that. This one I have not seen, and that is The Horror of HP Lovecraft. This is weird. This is from 2006 and 2015. I guess it took a long time to finish this movie. 87 minutes. I guess this is an anthology because it's only 87 minutes, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 different directors. Well, I guess 8 different directors because the one guy is the concept creator. So, yeah, it looks. There's a lot of. I guess it's in color and black and white. It only shows black and white right back here, but yeah. I don't know. I like my Lovecraft adaptations, so we'll see. This one I kept because it's solely based on the cast, although I'm sure they're not really in it for very long. And that is Bundy Reborn with Sid Haig, Bill Moseley, and Doug Bradley. Yeah, I'm sure this movie is not the greatest either, but I like the 3 of them, so. I don't know why they call it Bundy Reborn. It doesn't mention anything about Ted Bundy on the back here, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the guy's name is David Bundy. I don't know, but I don't know. Another haunted doll movie. Sorry, Marie. So if you want to look away, please look away. And that is Heidi. You Found Me. 2016, 97 minutes. Looks pretty cheesy as well. After investigating inside a neighbor's attic, 2 high school friends known for making prank videos are increasingly plagued by a series of disturbing supernatural events and mysterious deaths, all involving a creepy vintage doll named Heidi. But no one will take their claims seriously until it is far too late. You know, your typical, like, Annabelle ripoff. So yeah, there's that. There's another film from 2018 called Dearest. The prescription is fatal. The cure is something worse. This is about Eddie's been has been suffering with psychosis for 20 years. So he's on advanced trials for an experimental drug called Ceresia. Near FDA approval, his progress breaks down as a new romance begins to invoke memories of his mother's fatal accident, and he spirals into madness and murder. I don't know. Could be good. Could be god-awful. Again, I'm not expecting much from it. Okay, so I have these because of the name, but they obviously have nothing to do with the house at all. So I have seen Amityville Toy Box, and it was garbage. I have not watched Amityville Clown House yet, but I'm not exactly gonna get my hopes up with it, but it has Mark Patton in it, so they have that going for them. Other than that, I don't know. Looks pretty cheesy. This one takes place like right after the Toy Box movie, so I'm not gonna get my hopes up with that one. Speaking of clowns, we have a Clown Kill. His Party, Your Funeral. Don't recognize anybody in the film. From 2016, 79 minutes. A group of employees at a small business lock themselves in their office building for the weekend in order to catch up on some important deadlines. But little do they know, they also have locked in a sadistic killer clown who has plans for his own for the weekend festivities and is seeking blood revenge against the company members who must band together to survive the weekend. Yeah, he looks pretty creepy. Sorry, if you don't like clowns, look away, look away. And last one here is an interesting cast on this one and director. This is called Are We the Waiting? That is written, directed, and starring Michael Taylor Pritt. You guys know him from Salute Your Shorts. Let's see here. Bad things come to those that wait. A group of friends escape to Canada to avoid being drafted to fight in World War III. While in hiding and locked down in a friend's home, a ruthless masked killer named Neo begins to stalk and murder them one by one. Now the group must learn to trust each other and fight back against the mysterious threat in order to survive the night. Looks pretty interesting. I do like Michael Taylor Pritt, so I don't know, maybe it'd be good. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that is everything I have for you guys today. I'll probably make a video tomorrow night or maybe Saturday evening, but I'll let you guys know. Alright guys, so take care, have fun, keep watching, keep hunting, and I'll see you guys later.